Alright, let's do this. What's up guys, it's Cartrick, and today we have a very exciting unboxing from TheCubicle.com. Now as you can see, I have two puzzles here. I have the Cubers Home Tornado V2 and the Moyu WR M 2021 Lite version. And as you may have noticed, this mat has a couple signatures on it. About a week ago, I went to TheCubicle in person and it was really awesome, and they signed this mat, which was really nice of them. But yeah, without further ado, let's just get into the cubes. So first, let's start out with the Cubers Home Tornado V2. Now, Cubers Home has been around for a while, but recently they started adding core magnets to cubes. They've added it to cubes like the Tornado V2 and the WRM 2021. Oh, that's so satisfying. Now, when I was at TheCubicle, I tried both the Tornado V2 and the Cubers Home one, and I gotta say the Cubers Home one is much better in my opinion. So here is the Tornado V2 and the Cubers Home one. I'm not sure which is which. I think this is the Cubers Home one. It's much better than the Tornado. I'm probably gonna get the Cubers Home one since it's really stable. Here's Jules, just vibing. So yeah, let's just get right into it. So here we have a nice card that says Project CM, core magnet set for X-Man Tornado V2. And then on the back, this looks really cool. So here's this cube in this awesome box, but let's look at the accessories. So take this, I have no idea what I'm doing. Okay, so here we go, and take this out. This is really unnecessary, but you know, I've heard the accessories are really cool. In here, so we have a bunch of solving pamphlets, a cleaning cloth, a Tornado V2 card, solving pamphlets. I think this is how to change the tension and magnet settings. A really nice bag. That feels so premium. What the heck? And the tensioning and magnet tool. And the cube comes in this really nice box with pretty cool designs on it. And let's just get right into it. Good, let's just get into first turns. Wow, that is really awesome. As I said, I already did try this at TheCubicle. However, this is really nice. It's kind of like first impressions, but at the same time, kind of not. This turning is really smooth and glidey. And with the added core magnets, it makes it much more stable. Let's check out the corner cutting. Corner cutting is pretty good. It doesn't corner cut in some directions. However, I'm a bit too afraid to force the corner cutting because I have PTSD from corner cutting the Guhong V4. It broke 4 times on me. But yeah, honestly, this is a really solid puzzle. Let's take a look at the core magnet. Here on the corner, if we take it out, we can see this magnet right here and this magnet right here. So when you're turning, they connect and it makes a much more defined magnetic bump. And I think it makes it much more stable. So yeah, I really like this out of the box. It's going to require a bit of setup, but honestly, this is a really solid puzzle. Let's take a look at the customization features. So looking under the cap, we have this really interesting looking system. I'm pretty sure you use this tool and swap out the things on the bottom. Yeah, there's a bunch of different tensioning things down here. And you twist counterclockwise and clockwise to change the spring compression and the tension. Counterclockwise is for one of them and clockwise is for the other. Let's actually take a look at the pamphlet because I probably have no idea what I'm saying. So here's the pamphlet. Oh my gosh, this is so confusing. Oh no, I can't read Chinese. Oh look, there's an English side. So here's the dual adjustment system. It looks pretty confusing, but I think it's really easy. So there's 25 combinations. There's 5 spring compression settings and 5 tension settings. This actually seems pretty simple. Pretty cool. Magnet system also seems pretty easy. Oh wow, I think there's like 5 magnet combinations. That's a lot. So I think this can fit pretty much any cuber's preferences, since you can customize it in so many different ways. But yeah, the Cubers Home Tornado V2 is really awesome. I definitely recommend getting this over the stock Tornado V2. Plus, the customization features are really cool. Yeah, the corner cutting is really good in this direction. However, in other directions, it's not as good. But it's still pretty good. But yeah, this cube is really, really nice out of the box. And it really has main potential if I set it up well. So those are my first impressions on the Cubers Home Tornado V2. And now let's move on to the WRM 2021. Now, if you know me, I'm a pretty big fan of the WRM 2019 and the WRM 2020. And this here is the WRM 2021, but it's the Lite version. Now, I know what you're thinking, the Lite version probably means less, but actually, in my opinion, it's a much better deal. The Lite version is $23, whereas the stock version is $27. And in the stock version, you get stuff like an extra core and a display stand that you won't really need, and the Lite version doesn't come with those, and it's much cheaper, but you get the same cube, so in my opinion, it's a much better deal, so I got the Lite version. But yeah, let's just get right into it. The packaging is a similar size to the RS3M 2020, and the packaging is a lot smaller than the stock version, but I can expect the same performance as the stock version. And on paper, this cube is really similar to the Tornado V2. It has a bunch of customization features, so yeah, let's just take a look at it. Oh, I just ripped the box. Let's open it from the other side. Oh, I ripped that too. Nice job, KTK. Alright, here we go. And instead of coming in like a fancy case, the accessories come in this accessories box that you've seen a bunch of Moyu cubes. Here's the ripped part of the box. And here is the accessories box. So we have a bunch of screwdrivers, And here are the sword tools that you use to customize the magnet settings, I think. And here are the screwdrivers and a bunch of other stuff that you don't really need, except for the dual adjustment tool. So here's the cube in this nice box. And it actually does come in a display stand. That's pretty cool. And it's in this nice plastic wrap. It feels pretty small, kind of light too, which is nice. I think this cube is around 80 grams, which isn't too light and not too heavy for a 3x3, so that's cool. So yeah, let's just get into first turns. That is really interesting. These primary internals look really cool too. This cube is a bit flimsy out of the box, and it feels kind of dry, which I don't love. It also feels way too fast. I'm gonna need to slow this down. But wow, this actually is really nice. So if we look at the magnet settings, I think there's also 5 combinations. Let me go up close to the camera. You can see these tiny numbers, and I think those are the magnet settings. Let's try out corner cutting. Wow, corner cutting is just in every area, except for that one. Yeah, except for like right here, corner cutting is really nice. But yeah, I think I really need to change the magnet settings, and it's a bit too fast for me. And looking under the center cap, we'll just have Moyu's standard dual adjustment system. Yeah, right here. It's really simple, and I actually really like this system. This is really interesting out of the box. I'm going to need to set both of these cubes up, because they're a bit too fast for my liking, but I can really spam TPS on this cube. It reminds me of the WRM 2020 combined with something like the Tengen V2, I guess, because it's kind of soft and glidey, and it also has these visible magnets that you can customize. I'm a big fan of both of these cubes. So yeah, those are my first impressions of these cubes, and now let's get on to my final thoughts. So the Cubers Home X-Men Tornado V2 is a really solid puzzle. I set this up with Mystic on the pieces and on the tracks, as well as some silk. This made it really controllable and smooth, and I really like it. As for the magnet strength, I played around with it for a bit, and I settled that the stock magnet settings were good, which is the second lightest setting. Now for tension and spring compression, I have it on the second setting for spring compression and the third setting for tension. This creates a very balanced feel, and I really like it. This cube still has its glidey feel that it had out of the box, and I'm really enjoying solving with it. I'm getting awesome times, and I'm really impressed by X-Man and how they were able to improve on a cube made 5 years ago. One thing I don't like about it is after customizing the magnets, there's this clicky feeling in between the magnets, but after a couple solves it goes away. Now, if you want to see how I set up the WRM 2021, just check out the video on my second channel. But what I did is I put weight 5 on the corn pieces, and silk, DNM, and Mystic on the pieces. This made it very smooth and quick. However, I felt that the DNM 37 dried out a bit too quickly for my liking. However, this cube is really awesome, and I can see myself possibly maining it. But that leads us to the main question. Will either of these cubes be my main? Well, that's for another video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe, and yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.